Okay, children, today we are going to discuss about the pairs of angles in geometry. Okay, so here a few pairs of angles I would like to explain to you. One, complementary angles, supplementary angles, and vertically opposite angles. You know very well. In previous class, you have learned about the pairs of angles. Once again, I will remind you people what is the meaning of those angles with the examples. Clear? So, what is nothing but supplementary angles. If we add the angle said to be the supplementary when their sum is 180 degrees, okay, those are called supplementary angles. So then, what are called complementary angles? The sum should be equal to 90 degrees. Those are called complementary angles. Finally, the meaning of vertically opposite angles means the angles when two lines intersect each other, then four angles will be formed. The opposite angles are called vertically opposite angles, and those will be same also. Now these concepts I will explain with the help of the figures. Okay, children, let us start. Okay, children, now you will see the few examples for the complementary angles and supplementary angles. Now you can see here complementary angles. When the given two angles are said to be complementary, suppose angle A is equal to 30 degrees and angle B is equal to 60 degrees. By adding the angle A plus angle B is equal to 30 degrees plus 60 degrees is giving 90 degrees. So their sum is 90 degrees. Okay. So then A and B are called complementary angles. So A is called complement of B and B is called complement of angle A. Similarly, you can discuss about supplementary angles also. Clear? What is the supplementary angle? Suppose I am taking angle A is equal to 140 degrees and angle B is equal to 40 degrees. Now I am adding A plus angle B. So 140 plus 40 degrees. So we are getting 180 degrees. So their sum is 180 degrees. That's what these two are called supplementary angles. So angle A and angle B are called supplementary to each other. So angle A is called supplement of angle B. Angle B is called supplement of angle A. Clear? Okay, children, now you will see the examples for pair of angles with figures. Okay, there will be the few pairs of figures in geometry, the mainly complementary and supplementary. Okay, let us see what is the meaning of the complementary angles. Yeah, the angle said to be complementary when their sum is 90 degrees. At the same time, the when the angles said to be supplementary, their sum is 180 degrees. So the concept is the same, but they're adding to the 90 degrees, here adding to the 180 degrees. See here two figures will be there. So the first angle is 35 degrees, second angle is the 55 degrees. By adding those two you will get 35 degrees plus 55 degrees 180. So you can call those are complementary. If you go to the second figure, there will be mentioned the angle ABC is 90 degrees. Clear? Yeah, so if you see that it is a combination of the two angles. So BD is the common arm. Though the first angle is ABD, the second angle is angle DBC. So by adding those two, you will get the 90 degrees. So you can call those two angles also complementary. Why? Because those their sum is 90 degrees. So you are going to the supplementary. So you have learned the supplementary nothing but sum is 180 degrees. See here the first angle is 120 degrees and the second angle is the 60 degrees. You are adding those two angles, you are getting 180 degrees. So it makes a straight line. So it is called supplementary. Now going to the second figure, the common arm is the ON. So the first angle is MNO, the second angle is ONP. So by adding those two, we are getting the linear pair, means it makes a line. So you can call those two angles are the supplementary. So third one, we are going to discuss about vertically opposite angles. When vertically opposite angles will be formed, when two lines meet at a point, intersect at a point, those two, then four angles will be formed. Here, the angle 1 and angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. Here, if you observe the figure, the one angle 1 and angle 3 are the opposite and also equal. Here, at the same, similarly, angle 2 and angle 4 also opposite and will be the equal. So, here those two pairs are called vertically opposite angles. So, angle 1 and angle 3, similarly, angle 2 and angle 4 are called vertically opposite angles. Children, now let us see one more concept is parallel lines and transversal. Clear? Now, here I am drawing the two parallel lines, angle A and angle B. These two are two parallel lines. So, what is nothing but parallel lines which do not intersect each other up to extension to any point. Those are called parallel lines. So, angle A and angle B are the parallel lines. Now, what I am doing here, I am drawing one more line which is intersects the two parallel lines at two distinct points. So this is L. This is called transversal. What is nothing but transversal? Transversal nothing but a line which intersects the two lines in a plane at distinct points is called transversal. When the transversal intersects the two lines, so then four angles will be formed at this point and another four more angles will be formed at points. Here I am naming as angle 1, 2, 3, 4. Here angle 5, 6, 7, 8. Now finally what is going on when transversal intersects the two lines in a plane, so totally 8 angles will be formed. Now we are going to discuss what is the relation between the pairs of angles, how they will be formed, what those names, what is their properties we will discuss with different figures and examples also. Okay children? Okay children, you will see here a transversal. Here P and Q are the two parallel lines. They do not intersect each other. Now I am drawing here transversal R which touch the line P and Q at two distinct points. In this video, you will try to understand the different kinds of lines formed with the transversal. Clear? Now the transversal forms four angles with the line P. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, four angles will be formed with Q, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now we will discuss about the first four angles. Here the angle P and angle Q are parallel. If you observe that angle 1 and angle 5 both will be the equal. Those are called corresponding angles. It doesn't matter how the transversal will be placed. Here the angle 1 and angle 5 will be always equal. Now let us see the another page. Assume line A and B both are parallel to each other. Now I have drawn the transversal angle C. So two angles formed. Here the transversal rotated to the right. Two angles will be formed. Those two will be equal. Now I am rotating the transversal to the left. So two more angles, obtuse angles formed. Those two also will be the same. Here it doesn't matter how the position of the transversal. Now I am going to the previous page. Now here look at the figure closely. Here only two pairs will be there corresponding. No, few more will be there. Now you will see what are those. So if you observe the figure clearly, another set of the pair also is there. What are the remaining pairs? Angle 2 and angle C6 also corresponding angles. Now angle 2 is equal to angle C. Similarly, if you look at the figure again, you can see that angle 3 is equal to angle 7. So and angle 4 is equal to angle 8. So here four pairs of corresponding angles will be formed by the transversal. So those are 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 3 and 7, finally 4 and 8. Now if you observe that I have highlighted the four angles 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? What about those four? Let us understand the first. So angle 3 is equal to angle 5. So those two are called alternative interior angles. We should call those are alternate interior by seeing one example. Draw a one circle and draw the mention the 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. Now in the figure, the highlighted angle 3, 5 you can call the alternate, and angle 4 and angle 6 are called alternate. So they, by the same concept, if you go to the figure, you can call angle 3 and angle 5, we can call alternate. Those two called alternative interior angles. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 6 also alternate angles. This is the first type of the alternate interior angles. Now you can see the another one. If you see the angle C3 and angle 6 will be the same side of the transversal. Huh? Okay, those two are called consecutive interior angles. Clear? Now, any other pair of consecutive angles are there? Yeah, you can. So here, angle 4 and angle 5. Also, another pair of consecutive interior angles. So remember that there will be two kinds of interior angles. What? Alternative interior and consecutive interior angles. Okay, finally, one more kind of angles will be there. What are those? Vertically opposite angles. So already have learnt in the pair of angles the concept. Once again, I will remind you people. Here, angle 1 and angle 3 we can call vertical opposite angles. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 5 and 7, angle 6 and angle 8. So those four pairs of angles are called vertically opposite angles. So these are the different kinds of angles formed by the transversal when intersect the parallel lines. Okay. Now, one more beauty point you will see. Let us see the two parallel lines transversal A and B, transversal C. So here, how many kinds of angles, how many pairs? So you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear? Let us quickly understand the relation between the angles. Very simple. Angle 2 is equal to angle 6 corresponding, and angle 8 equal to angle 6 vertically opposite angles. Angle 4 is equal to angle 8 corresponding angles. Similarly, angle 1 equals to angle 5 corresponding angles. Angle 7 equals to angle 5 because those are vertically opposite angles. Angle 7, angle 3 is equal to angle 7 also corresponding angles. The angles A and B are parallel. Angle 1, 3, 5, 7 are exterior angles, and angle 2, 4, angle 5, 7 are equal. Like this, you can explain the pairs. Okay, children, in this class, we have learned about pairs of angles is the first concept. The second concept is how many angles will be formed a transversal intersects the two parallel lines and their properties we have learned. So, we will meet with another topic in the next class. Thank you. Thank you very much.